What is going on? Welcome back to Fanatic Journey. So today I want to go over Rivian, talk on some of the data points, technicals, and just speak frankly if right now is a good time to buy or not. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So based on Friday, it did go down 4.38%. And in all fairness and transparency, I actually did buy in on Thursday at around $14.15. So I added to my position, but I did a quick cover call for $14 because I think over the last earnings, based on also some of the latest updates and news, Rivian is going to be a very big force to be reckoned with. Just unfortunately, it does get slammed quite hard. So I want to go over, like I said, some of the data points and some of the latest updates. But based on Friday, a little bit more lower volume that was done during the trading day. So almost 24 million shares being traded, 41 is the average. But yet, if you do look at this, it does show a lot of big money was getting in, which similar, like I mentioned previously, with it being the end of the quarter, a lot of institutions and ETFs do start to rebalance some of their positions, but still 4.1 million, 1.15 million, majority of these are very much buys as well. And you can tell that based on the bid and the ask versus the price it did actually go for. 4.79 million, also right here, 28.9 million. So a lot of big money, like I said, was getting in. And based on the options, so right now, again, based on Friday, there was $6.98 million in calls that was purchased versus 5.89 million in puts. So based on this, a little bit more of a leveling out based on at least over the last couple of weeks, but still a lot of calls being purchased, meaning that people are still anticipating it to go up, which, like I said, I did even buy in yesterday because I feel that what's been happening is a little bit more of an overreaction. And if you look at this grid right here, it is still anticipated to be around the $14.50 range in the next couple of weeks. And when it comes to even the Morningstar report, looking at the fair market value, they do have it. I think it's updated as of Thursday or Wednesday. Around $21 is the fair market value. And as far as analysts, I'll give you guys a quick overview of some of the latest ones. The last one being on the 21st, and that was Mizuho. They gave a $27 price target, and of course they did lower it a little bit from 30, but still $27 isn't that bad. And of course, if we just look on tip ranks right here, looks like Mizuho does have a 60% success rating. So not too bad in that regard compared to a lot of other analysts. But if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as this, analyst forecast, everything under the sun that you need to know, take a look at Interactive Brokers. I've linked to them in the description and it's free to get all this information. So just click on the link and play around. But this did come out recently. So about the R2 being around 40,000. So between 40 to 60 in reality, but still I think based on that price point, that is going to be a very, very big deal. Similar to what they did mention in the Q1 actual earnings, they have a huge amount of demand, and especially based on this price point, I do feel it can do a lot of good things, a lot of good success coming Rivian's way. Especially they did say by, I think it's mid 2024, that's what the estimates are at least, they are going to be obtaining profitability. And as far as at the time of doing this video, there hasn't been really any press releases since obviously my last update. SEC filings, there was something that did come out on the 22nd, and it is more so just the results coming from their recent shareholder meeting, which I do believe came out on the 21st, which everything passed, nothing really speculation or kind of sketchy in this regard, just very basic stuff. So in reality, it's just been following the broader market and just the technicals, which, like I mentioned, a lot of big money is buying behind the scenes, but I want to give you a quick overview, for instance, what shorts are doing. So short score is currently, ding, 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 60. Utilization is around 27.51%. And again, I bring this up only because it is a benchmark, not necessarily here to say that Rivian is going to squeeze, because institutions get in through shorting if they feel that it is going to go down. It's very easy to kind of piece this together as a good data point. Based on Friday though, them increasing 479,000 shares, that obviously does show, especially with it going down almost about 5% or whatever it did, 4.5%, they clearly do anticipate it to continue to go down a little bit further, similar to what happens, or at least what the data points from the options are showing. But going back over here, so 11.75% of the free floats being shorted, 72.05 million shares overall are being shorted. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that. If it does continue to get pushed down, then these multiples, then Rivian is going to be seen as a huge discount, because right now the price over sales, so the PS ratio, is around, the current is 5.7. The future is 2.6. So technically the future is just so heavily discounted. It's absolutely crazy. But like I always say, I'm not a financial advisor, so you guys always do your own due diligence, no matter what. When it comes to the technicals though, it unfortunately did break a little down over the last several days. So it transitioned from the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band to the lower. It also broke past the 150-day moving average in a negative way. So it is technically breaking down based on this. And looking here, stochastic was very much overbought. Very quickly it's just selling off. So it is currently at 19, which can be considered as a little bit more of an overreaction. So a little bit more of an oversold status. But there is a very bearish sentiment behind the scenes. A number of retail investors have been very much getting out, as you can tell from the momentum indicator. And looking right here just quickly, so $13.53 is where we're at. So currently between this S1 and the pivot. So $12.98 is that next big support. $14.27, which is around the range that I did buy in, is that next big resistance. So once again, those are some points that you need to watch for going forward. But based on all the data points, it does appear as though big money is wanting to at least bring it down. But a lot of those things are just very much sentiment related, such as options activity and also shorts. Just very much sentiment is just negative. But keep in mind, like I mentioned, the broader indexes are very much selling off, and also the whole EV sector. So I think it's just piggybacking off of that versus what is truly happening. And if you actually do look, big money is buying the dip. So obviously you take all this information with what you obviously want. And if you don't like some information, then disregard it. Simple as that. In my opinion, I still do believe, similar to why I did buy in recently on Thursday, is because bigger picture, Rivian has proven that they're going to be a very big force to be reckoned with. Short term, on a lot of these stocks until they obtain profitability, is going to be extremely volatile. So you just have to practice due diligence, patience, and all the other fun jazz. Do covered calls if necessary on your position, which is what I do. So of course you can collect some premiums along the way, but bigger picture, I do feel that Rivian is going to be something good. So take advantage of these prices while you can. But let me know you guys' thoughts on Rivian in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying over the last couple of days or selling. What is your take on Rivian? And do you think it is going to continue to break down? And if so, what do you think the low is going to be for this round right here? So let me know you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing I just wanted to share with you. A couple of days left with this amazing promo, and that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account. You get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. And as you can see, throw $100 at the account, you get 5 free stocks plus $100 cash reward. So this legitimately is the pure definition of a free promo, and this is only up until June the 30th. So take advantage while you can. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Rivian.